What else is crazy? What you've been able to do in the business world. Can we dive into that a little bit? What is the basis for your success in business? What did you do? Talk about your journey on e-com. Talk about your journey on arbitrage, on Facebook advertising. You are looked at as one of the crushers in that fucking space. And a lot of people I talk to, all the time at different dinners, business meetings, whatever, know who Chase Hero is. They respect his grind. And something that I've come to respect quite a bit about you is your hustle. And the amount of time and effort you put into your work. How did it start? How did it get to where it is now?
You want me to tell you how I started like in the e-commerce?
Oh, yeah. Great.
November 12th, 2011, never forget the day. Had $2,000 to my name. My wife and I split because she wanted to have a baby. She was pregnant with my daughter, my first daughter now, Hayden. And, I was like, you're crazy. Like, this shouldn't happen. I'm fucking broke. Are you mental? And so we split because her mom's super religious. And she's like, if I'm gonna have an abortion, I'm leaving you. She left, right? So I met this guy, Ted Danik, and he showed me online Facebook, like ads. I sat in his office and like at noon at one day, and he said, I'm going to show you how to run an ad on Facebook. It was a France diet or something offer. And he goes, listen, come into my office. I'm going to show you this, I'm like, he's like, how much money do you have? I'm like, $2,000. And he kind of did that, what you did before. which was amazing. I'm like, thanks, buddy. But basically they just kept saying a couple things. They said, watch the stats and don't fuck this up. And they basically brought all these people in to help me. And he did it because, he later told me, he said he saw something in me and he felt really bad that I was in such a shitty place in my life. And I went home, I lit up a joint. Marijuana always seems to have a place in my life, right? And they're like, don't fall asleep, because I'm starting my ad at like midnight. So I start it. What do?
Fall asleep.
I fall asleep. I wake up at like 9 in the morning, like crying like a little girl, because I don't come from money. I ain't got no family bread. I had no other real friends. I had no one to take care of me. I just put $2,000 of the last $2,000 I had onto something I have no idea what I'm doing. And I log in at 9 in the morning and it's $0 made, $1,200 spent. I was broken. Probably the darkest time in my entire life. At that moment, I'm like, even with the best help in the world, I'm shitty. So fast forward, they call me like 100 times and they're like, and I finally answer like hysterical. I'm like, Teddy, shout out Ted Danik. I'm like, I need some time, dude. Like, I'm a mess right now. And he's like, bro, look at the stats. The pixel didn't fire. Listen,
I knew that's right.
I never even knew about a pixel. I'm like, my first wire transaction was like a week prior, and I never heard of a wire. The guy's like, what's your wire information? I'm like, what? What is that like special? Like, so I look, and it was like $3,800 off $1,200. And I turn the spend back on. I closed the day spending $2K to make $4,200. That's November 12th, 2011. My whole life changed that way. Let me explain. First 14 days of January, I made $1 million net. I brought my girl back. I got a car for her. I became a man. I had my child, which shaped the person I am today. And each one, now 4 later, have shaped me again. And I do the same thing today. But I realized that taking action when you should is how you crush in this world. I mean, you told me buy Pokemon cards. I didn't even hesitate. I go, cool, which one should I get? And I just started buying, right? I'm just that way. I hold a lot of love and admiration to the people that I trust. I believe, my circle is very small. So if I believe you, I fuck with you and I follow you. So I started running, just normal, online ads, no subscription, no nothing. And then what happened is I started getting some success, but then I realized the industry was maturing and big players were coming into the game and they had bigger budgets than I, and they were just dominating me, just wrecking me every day. I'd get a great position, they'd buy it out, take it, I'd have nothing. And I'm like, there's gotta be a better way to do this. And